Imagine, if you will, the concept of time, its passage, consistent, fixed, immutable. Imagine that this concept is represented by an old clock resting on the table before you. Picture yourself peering at the inner workings of this clock, and notice that the grinding of years has worn down one of the gears. The clock still functions, but it measures the passage of a time that diverges from its creator's vision. It's not broken, but it has changed. How would the clock's maker react? Would they accept the clock now as a unique vision of time? And what time could be? Has anything so carefully designed ever been allowed the freedom to express, to change? The answer is obvious. The maker would rip apart creation to find deviation, the flaw in the perfect order of design. The truth is fixed, an interstice woven through the fabric of existence, and its greatest exemplar is the culture that has come to bear the name BioLife. This society might seem different from the clock. For all intents and purposes, is different from the clock. But it is also the same, has also been reverse engineered from the perception of an ostensible truth. Its architects, consigned long ago to the ash of prehistory, envisioned a culture ordered entirely around a single vision, a central plan. This plan would guide their people to a harmonious future, one where the worth of every individual's life would be decided by the needs of the collective. All would be assigned a distinct role, would be told how they could best serve their people, and all who deviated from their function would be purged. Harmony, after all, requires unity, and perfection has no room for aberration. As this revolutionary thinking gained momentum, BioLife's ancestors turned their attention to the task of rooting out their society's deviant elements. Rivers of blood were shed, and they coursed down mountains of bone to deliver BioLife unto an ocean of placid consonance. Still, the architects remained unsatisfied. Though their people had been successfully harmonized, there was still more that they could give to the cause. They were possessed of form and of flesh. Genetic engineering became the sole focus of BioLife's scientific development, their ultimate goal being the ability to sculpt an individual's body to suit their predetermined social role. Attaining this mastery allowed them to attain their perfection, and gave BioLife the power to bestow upon their people a true purity of purpose. Confident in their mastery of the eugenic arts, their culture eschewed entirely the use of inorganic machinery, relying instead on the creation of specialized bioforms to meet their technological needs. Millennia have since passed, and for millennia their society has remained unchanged, kept in stagnant shape by an unyielding political will that subverts any motion towards change. There can never be change, as that which is carefully designed is inflexible by nature. No work of artifice is ever truly free. Inevitably, gears are worn down and the tempo of common thought begins to shift. Equally inevitable are the purges and massacres that follow any assertion of independence, any shift in perspective that causes new thought to emerge. BioLife has not, will not, cannot allow itself to deviate from the vision of its long-dead architects, and trillions of their own have been killed in the name of keeping their ideology pure. This profound hostility to anything, any idea that falls outside their vaunted central plan has caused them to turn entirely inward, driving them to become a civilization of violent isolationists. They keep to themselves, focused only on expanding and maintaining their disparate, disconnected collectives until they encounter other sapient beings. Differing philosophies are, after all, an existential threat to harmonious collectivism. There is only one way to be, one single way to be perfect, and the central plan does not abide contrarian thought.